Okay, I don't know what is happening, but I cannot get properly situated today. Maybe if I turn it. Oh, yeah, it is better. Okay. There we go. Is that better? It's better. All right, guys. Let's cue the womp womp sound effects, okay? Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna, and if you are new here, see if this works. We are a homeschooling family of 4. We are in our 8th year of homeschooling, and we are in that magical place where we have just wrapped our fall semester. So we are halfway done with the 2024-2025 school year, and I wanted to come here and give you a little bit of an update. Before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic, and I will absolutely have a link for you down below in the description box. A link straight to my favorites page over on my website, which has a button for every single thing that we are using this year, everything that we've used for the past year. So just easy, clickable buttons. Yes, I am super fancy today. We have tickets to the theater tonight. We have tickets to the theater tonight, so I am like dressed for my full day. Now, okay, I feel like usually when I come here, when I share, I don't have a lot to report in these update videos because I lay out my planning videos and I tell you how it's going to go. And then usually when I come here for the update videos, it's just like, oh, yeah. And then it went like that. That is not at all the case this year. From a personal standpoint, I have felt like our year has just been kind of, for lack of a better term, almost unsettled. It just hasn't felt routine or mundane and at all since we had the pipe break in our house way back for Memorial Day. Since then, it has been just kind of one big disruption after another. And I'm not saying things are bad. I'm not saying we're struggling. I'm not saying any of that. It just hasn't been great. Like, it's just been kind of, I don't know, other. It's been other, for lack of a better description. And we'll get into my philosophy about that in a minute. But yeah. And maybe this isn't after the first of the year, like touch in, have that kind of deep philosophical conversation. Yeah, let's do that. If you have anything, any questions, any points, anything related that you want me to answer or address, let's do that. Let's do like, I don't know, like a Q&A maybe we'll slate it for January. Anything you want to get to down in the comments, or I'll be sure to share asking for questions in a post in an Instagram, but I'm going to start collecting. So we'll do like a big check-in, I think, in January. So yeah, it's just been other. Okay? Just other. So as far as our year update, things are just not going the way that I had intended. Again, not bad. You guys know we got off on the wrong foot with our algebra program, and it is the first time in our homeschooling career where we have like dropped a main subject and picked up a new main subject mid-curriculum. We've never done that. It's either something where I was like, you know what, that's not for us, and we just quit altogether, or it is something that will stick out and just change kind of going forward. But this was the first big kind of like inter-usage change in such a manner. So that was a little disruptive, and it kind of leads into my entire year. Every piece of curriculum, with the exception of language arts and math for my 3rd grader, every single one, we are not where we should be if we're following the timeline that I had lined out. So we are not on track, not on pace for where I would say we should be for the year. We are not as far along as I would like. There are many things now halfway through the year that we are halfway through on, but I would have thought we'd be farther. There are many things now, just in an effort to keep sanity in our lives, because our personal lives have gone absolutely bananas this last kind of 2 months of the year. My big kid has got some commitments that are taking us out of the house for hours on hours and hours a day. And it's a time when we are needing our homeschool life to be flexible. And you guys know that's one of the reasons we love homeschooling, is that we can do that. And one of the reasons that I constantly come here and I talk about that and champion that is that homeschool flexibility. However, we have never worked that flexible muscle. We have never put it to the test the way that we have this month, this November, December of 2024. We are truly embracing it because we have to. We need the flexibility that homeschool affords us right now. And like I said, we've never had to really stretch that muscle as much as we have right now. So thankful that that is what it is, because it means that we know we're not where we should be, where I want to be, where things normally would be, but I know that we're going to be okay. Now, with that means I've got a video coming up the end of this month, prepping and planning for the second half of the year. I'm going to be doing more mid-year planning than I've ever done, because usually what happens is I do my going into the new school year planning, and I do all my math and I do all my formulas, and then things just go that way. So I don't have as much to do along the way. And that is not the case. I need to redo all of my math. I need to redo all of the things. And I really need to sit down and sort it out for the upcoming semester to finish off the 2024-2025 school year. That is what I need to do. There are a few curriculum pieces I know I haven't shared yet that I do have coming up, I think in January. Both levels of Michael Clay Thompson I'm going to be talking about. I just... Earlier this week, I think from the time you're seeing this, we'll have shared math for third grade, because I totally spaced on the fact I hadn't shared that. I believe I've shared most of the other pieces that we are using up to this point. It's not going the way that I thought it would. And I'm a big believer that you will cosmically, universally, or through whatever creator you believe in, will be taught the lesson that you are meant to learn until you have learned it. And I feel like for me, that is control. Being able to recognize that not all things are in my control. And adding into that, the election and the change of the seasons. I know, and I've had this conversation with so many people, so I know it's not just me feeling like this entire year is just different. But I can see that even reflected in our homeschool progress, which for me is kind of wild. It's kind of wild because I've never felt such big impact in our homeschool life. Even adding in a second kid, like I've never felt this much pressure, I guess, on our homeschool life from external forces. And it is just a reminder of the gloriousness that the flexibility afforded to us by homeschool is. So there is that. This is the weirdest update. I have not talked about any actual progress. I mean, it's good. It's good. We're not where we should be. I'll probably talk about that a lot more in depth in my planning and prepping video, because I really need to, because again, we just haven't had the possibility or the focus or the brain power to sit down. I don't even technically know where we are on some things. I just know that we are not where we should be. I thought we would be further ahead in our Michael Clay Thompson writing program. There's 4 sections of the writing program, which thank God I decided to not do what I normally did and just use that in line, and instead to use that over the entire course to go a bit slower. And we have, and we've enjoyed it, and we've languished in it. But we are just now wrapping up the first portion. So yeah, there's a lot. We are going to we're going to need to get it going. And again, I'm not even stressed about it. Like, I'm a little stressed about the fact that I'm not even stressed about the fact that right now I have not a lot of concept of where we are or what we'll need to do when we kick back off in January or what even needs to happen. But from the time of filming this, today is our last official day of the fall semester as far as school goes. And for here, about 3 weeks, and we might extend it one more week into January and just start a little later. So for about 3 weeks, I will have my little one running multiplication and division facts just so we don't lose ground. And my big kid is just putting the finishing touches on her first point paper with her Michael Clay Thompson writing program. Yeah, so other than fun things that we use along the way, apps, things like that, that's it. That's all we're doing. And I think we need it right now because real life is hard and because it just is what it is. I don't know. It just feels different. It's weird. We're out of sorts. It's a little, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's other. Other is the best I've got right now. So it is other. Yeah, it's not bad. It just, I don't know. Other. Yeah, so stay tuned for that planning video. That'll probably give you the best update of where we stand school-wise. I don't know. You tell me. Are you feeling this? Is it just me? I mean, I know it's not because I've talked to other people in life, but you guys know in real life we don't have a whole lot of homeschoolers in our personal life. You gotta, I don't know. It's so weird. I'm also seeing more and more people like kind of pivot in different ways. Even people we followed, friends on YouTube and things like that. I don't know what's going on. There's like a weird vibes happening. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know where we're at. I'll let you know we get back on track. But for right now, we're just taking a little school break, and that's okay. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, this is the weirdest update. Again, just insert the womp womp, because that is what I've got. It is bizarre. Are we where we should be? No. Are we where I want to be? No. Are we where we need to be? Yes. So I guess some years are just like that, even in Australia. All right, guys. I don't know that this was helpful or entertaining or informative, but it was very cathartic for me to talk it out. So thank you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know, guys. I do bigger discussion in January coming. I don't have the mental capacity or the time or any of it for right now, but drop down in the comments, look for that post. Or if you do leave me a comment about that, just put, Q&A question or Q&A statement or Q&A discuss, whatever it is you want to get at me for that. But I'm super curious. Like, it's just, are you feeling this? Like, if you could condense the entire vibe of what you've got going on in life and everything right now down to one word, what would it be? Because I think right now mine is other. Like, just, I don't know. Anyways, well, scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. I'll be back. I guess. Yeah, I'm hoping that January kicks off a little bit differently because I'm about done. I'm about done with this feeling. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. It's not bad. I just don't care for it. This is not my normal vibe. You guys know. I don't know. Not feeling the energy. Just, ugh. So, yeah. All right. Worst update video ever. Sorry, guys.